And the U.S. is committed to protecting and assisting U.S. territories destroyed from Hurricane Maria as well as Irma. Leading that charge is Brock Long. He is director of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and he joins us now. Sir, we're pleased that you were able to take a second away in order to talk to us, given everything that's going on. But we all have to wonder how you could possibly have the resources to deal with these three huge disasters in a row.
Yeah, that's a great question. So obviously the response phases of Harvey and Irma have basically come to a close. And so we were able to reposition search and rescue crews, disaster medical teams, our incident management teams to focus on Maria. We also left about 3,200 staff, federal staff, from National Guard to FEMA staff to HHS staff, on the island territories. And so we're looking at devastating impacts from St. Croix to Puerto Rico.
How serious is the situation?
Very serious. Both territories are basically without power and will be so for a very long time. They both have very fragile power systems. We don't have a good handle on the search and rescue at this point from the standpoint of, fatalities or people trapped. But our folks are moving out as soon as the weather allows, and going to be performing the life safety mission.
When you say they're going to be without power for a very long time, what do you anticipate that to be?
So anytime after a storm like this, what we focus on first of all is restoring emergency power to critical facilities such as hospitals. That takes a lot of work. We have to first clear the roadways of debris. We have to make sure that we can get the trucks into the areas to fix the emergency power. And then after that, we start to focus on working with Governor Rosselló and Governor Mapp on how we actually fix the greater grid that provides power to everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine that in an island situation, it's even harder than it is, here on the mainland of the U.S. How is it different?
Well, logistically, it's a big challenge. You don't typically have all the resources you need stored on the island, so they have to come from the continental United States over. For example, we have ships ready to go, I believe, out of Jacksonville with power poles. And so over the next few days, the ships will be making their way as the ports become open and crews come on from the continental U.S. as well to be able to assess what needs to be done to bring the grid back up.
You talked about moving on from the other disasters that we've just seen go through. I mean, people are already, I'm afraid, forgetting about Houston and what has happened there. I mean, can you bring us up to date? I know you said that you've, finished your services there, but what is the situation like?
Well, we haven't finished our services in Texas by any means. That was just the response phase.
I see.
We're working with the state of Texas every day. We still have a tremendous amount of staff in Texas helping to formulate the road and pathway to recovery. We work daily with Governor Abbott's staff. Particularly the biggest challenge is going to be the housing mission and how we can expedite this mission and get people back into their homes and better situations than where they are.
I think people out there that are in any of these areas are wondering, how do you prioritize what to do? There's so much, there are so many different places. There are so many people that need help right now.
Well, saving lives always takes priority over everything else. We can't bring people back to life, so that's the first goal, is saving lives and taking care of people. All of the infrastructure that's damaged, we can rebuild that. Hopefully, we just rebuild it in a more resilient fashion so that it doesn't occur again in the future.
We are just looking at these pictures in Puerto Rico and these poor people, remembering that they are Americans. Thank you, sir. Brock Long, thank you for your time today. Thank you for all your work.